ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Raiders and the Cowboys, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very... clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And he returns this to the 22. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
The tackle there by Marcus Epps from the 44-yard line. Here's second down at 7. Here's Pollard again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Here's 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoiding the 3 and out on their opening drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And now look at him go! 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
That's so frustrating for offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Prescott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Dancing away at the 30. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Second down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they're able to stop them short of a first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to work through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be fielded at the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Willis. That would complete to Trey Tucker. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Raiders.
Here's Willis. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for
touchdown Raiders. CeeDee Lamb from 10 yards out. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Slant to Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
To throw is Prescott. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Willis now off play action. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Raiders.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Running it with Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. The quick slant caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott on play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down in the yard. Now Prescott. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things. Leading already here 10-3. To throw, here's Willis.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's caught by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
Okay,
in our
Coach,
game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to. And we get you back out to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this goes well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Willis now off of play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
But give up the gut to Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, here's Willis.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
4th down, Willis.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Trey Tucker,
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
and the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
Keep it moving.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
The 2nd down throw by Willis. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Abdullah on the counter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Willis. Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Play action. Willis.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons,
his 2nd sack of the night.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said,
and the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Throwing now is Lance. That's pulled in by Brooks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10.
Again, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Complete to number 23. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now Lance on the bootleg. Breaks through the contact. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starts with a completion left side. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
To Trey Tucker. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Open man is Tucker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23.
Holding. Receiving team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
And Lance now to throw. This ball taken in here by Brooks.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And quickly they get to the line.
It's 3rd and 7.
On play action, Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
6-yard pickup.
Second down, goal to go. From the gun, it's Lance.
Touchdown, Cowboys! From 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The extra point, and good by Auburn.
And things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. And this offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
A second down run for Abdullah. And some room to work. 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 13. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First down, Las Vegas.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.